guys, welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shanna. As you guys probably already know, we are a homeschooling family of 4. We are wrapping up our 4th year of homeschooling and we will be transitioning, after a small summer break into our 5th year. So today I want to share with you some of the things that we have picked up for our 5th year of homeschooling. Today I want to share with you an elementary level logic and critical thinking haul. Guys, before we go any further, please scroll down, hit that big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. Sidebar, I'm trying out a new camera, we're trying out new microphone situations, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be awesome. If it's not, I'll do my best to tweak this audio post-editing situation. But for now, let's jump right into what we want to talk about. You guys know that we are secular homeschoolers and we choose Timberdoodle curriculum kits. They're non-religious or secular curriculum kits for our homeschool. As you guys know, we use the Timberdoodle kits to make up the bulk of our curriculum. And one of the things that they do focus on is critical thinking and developing those reasoning skills. And I personally, as a mom, I love that. And as a homeschooler, I love that. Well, some of the pieces that they use I like but don't love. So I did start kind of branching out and trying to see what else was out there. So I am going to show you everything that we have for our logic and critical thinking for next year. Now this will be definitely between both kids, so some of them may not be what I'll have, which is kinder and 4th grade level. This will be a little bit of mix of levels, but I'm going to show you everything that I have. Now I'm going to start with what I got from Timberdoodle and move on to what I got from Amazon. And as always, guys, I will have the links down below to you. So let's start with something I actually have used in the past, not this past year, but the year before, which is building thinking skills from the Critical Thinking Company. So this book, in order to get through this in a year, they really do have to do several pages a school day. And so I don't know how much of it we'll use, how often we'll use it. Now I do like that it changes up what it goes over, and I will insert some down shots here so you guys can see all this stuff. I do like that it goes over several different kind of ways to think and things like that. What I don't like is that it's so meaty, but then also that there's just no kind of color in here. It's a little boring. So while we've used it, and I do definitely feel like she gets some good stuff out of it. We've used it, and I don't mind it, but I don't love it. So that's why we've transitioned into thinking about some other things. Okay, this is the building thinking skills that came in our Timberdoodle kit. It is level 2, so it's grades 4 through 6. We have used level 1 in the past. It has the table of contents to tell you exactly what it's covering in the different chapters. It goes over important similarities and differences, sequence, describing things, analogies, all things that are very handy. And it does have an answer guide in the back. As you can see, it is black and white. It's full page. One lesson usually covers just one page. But there are almost 400 pages of this, which means you are doing that many lessons. So to get through everything to get through everything in a year, you'd have to do several pages a day. And I don't know that we will, but I don't know that we won't. So this is the building thinking skills. One of the things that's new to me this year is this book for our kindergartner, Thinking Skills, but it's by Kumon. And we have so many things that we love from Kumon. They're cutting, they're folding, little things that are just really fun for those little bitties. And this one is super fun. It's got nice table of contents there with all the kind of different things that it's going to go over, and then it's all in nice color and it's vibrant and it varies. So I do like this, and again, this came in our kindergarten kit. Now this one is kinder and up, and then the building thinking skills book is grades 4 through 6. So if I don't get through all of that this year, I'm not particularly worried about it because it is applicable for a few years, which many of these are, and I'll show these to you. And This is Thinking Skills by Kumon for grades K and up. Also came in our Timberdoodle kit. It covers the spatial reasoning, logic, same and different, and creativity. It is in color, which is wonderful. It's bright, it's bold, it's fun. It changes on each page. It tells you why they've done this book this way. It gives you the table of contents to tell you what they're covering on every page. It looks like there's 36 like lessons, and then there's an answer key. Now there are only a few hundred, there's a few hundred pages in here. So again, you would be doing multiple pages a day in order to finish in one traditional school year. Let's start with Lollipop Logic. Now this is one that you guys have recommended to me every time I talk about this so much. Now, there are a series of these books. There's book 1, book 2, book 3, and I bought them whole. And they're all grades K through 2. And they're just fun little things. And again, the selection of what you're doing in Lollipop Logic is very varied. So I think that these are super fun. There's just enough that we could maybe do one every day. Or again, it's not incredibly critical to me that we get through them all in 1 year because, you know, we're gonna keep doing these things. And these are K through 12. And it gives you a nice explanation up front of what it's going over and why it's going over it. So it gives you a good idea why these books are coming in handy. Now here are the Lollipop Logic books. We've moved on to the things that I did acquire separately off of Amazon. So there's 3 books in the series. They're all grades K through 2, written by the same people, and they all are have the answer key. So they're all about 60 pages. So you could do like 2 pages a week in a traditional school week, not in color, and then it tells you the lesson and then what it's covering up in the corner, but all little single page things. So you could do, you know, a couple pages a week to cover it in a school year if you chose to. I'm not concerned, again, about finishing this all up in a school year. Here's teacher's instructions right in the front, so it's very handy. And about the book, why they cover the things they cover, and the table of contents. I am not worried about finishing all of these in a year because they all span multiple grade levels. Okay, so this is Lollipop Logic. I like the look of it. It's bright, it's fun, and it was highly recommended by you guys here. Now, next up, let me move over to, and I think that these are by the same company. Let me check. Yes, okay. So these are by the same company. So Lollipop Logic is K through 2. And then comes Logic Safari, and it is another 3-book set, but the grades and ages vary. So book 1 is grades 2 through 3. So this is kind of like the next step from Lollipop Logic, and as you guys know, I have what will be a kinder and what will be a 4th. So Logic Safari, book 1 is grades 2 through 3. Book 2 is grades 3 through 4. And then book 3 is grades 5 and 6. Now, something that I don't love about the Logic Safaris is that unlike the Thinking Skills, unlike the Kumon book, unlike Lollipop Logic, this tends to be just the exact same look. It's all the grids, it's all eliminations, and I do understand it's teaching different things, but it's all the exact same look, and it's all the exact same colors because it's black and white and it's a little dull. Also the page quality is just kind of thin, so I don't feel like they've invested as much into these as they did in the Lollipop Logic. Next up, let's look at Logic Safari. Now, another 3-book set, same publisher, same writer. These are not in order. Another 3-book set, same publisher, same writer, but it goes grades 2 through 3, grades 3 through 4, grades 5 through 6. So the goal would be to finish essentially 1 a year, I think is the way they have it planned out. Now, they all are set up this way, where it is just progressively more difficult little logic puzzles with the grid. So because They are all set up this way. I did feel the need to kind of reach out and find something else. Now you can see here, let's do a little side by side. They do all get progressively more intense, as you can see. There's just more information, more things to figure out. So 2 through 3, 3 through 4, 5 through 6. So as you can see, that's how it's going there. Let's see. So they all have the same color, or lack of color, better yet. They all have table of contents in the front and answer guide in the back. Information for the instructor telling you why you need it. And these all are like little 1-page lessons, and these are just simple little 30 pages. So you do like one a week. So because I have a kiddo who's obsessed with space, and I was looking up Logic books on Amazon, you know, there's always a suggestion. So one of the things that came up was Logic Countdown. Now, there are a couple of these, but they're not necessarily like a series maybe. So I just got this one, and this is grades 3 through 4. And this one does have a varied amount of different kind of looks to their logic thing. So I do like the look of this one a little bit better. And this is all, again, the same company, the Proof Rock Press Inc. And they've made all of these same logic books, and they are all by Bonnie Risby. So these are all by the same people. Now, because I bought a ton of stuff all at one time, so Logic Countdown, I think there's one that's also 5 through 6, but it's like Blast Off or something. It's a different title. I did not get that one. This is written by the same people as Logic Safari and Lollipop Logic. Now, this one is the same. I almost feel like it has a little bit, the page quality is a little bit less, and it has the same lesson in the corner telling you what it's covering. And this one does have a little bit more of a varied kind of look to it. It's not all the same kind of logic thing. Table of contents for the instructor, answer guide in the back, which is always handy, and only, let's see, 54 lessons. So this would be like 2 a week. And again, this one is grades 3 through 4. Now, another one that was highly recommended to me is Primarily Logic, and this one is by someone else. So this is one that I ordered after the fact, once I saw that like all of the Logic Safari was kind of the same, because I bought all 7 of the Lollipop Logics, the Logic Safari, and the Logic Countdown in one order, and then I just kind of didn't love the look of them, so I went back and got this Primarily Logic. Now, this one, again, it explains to you how and why to do it. And then it does just have, it's a bit more wordy and a little bit less picture puzzly, which I think is okay. And it does just kind of vary it up a bit. Now, none of them have all that many lessons. Pretty much the building thinking skills and the Kumon thinking skills are the only ones that are, it's like a massive amount of pages. And in just a minute, I will swap over and give you guys kind of the in-depth of these. And because I didn't necessarily love the look of all of those, I went, and this is the same publisher, but it is a different author. So this is Primarily Logic. I like the look of it. Grades 2 through 4. Answers in the back. It has 40 lessons, but this is just, I don't know, it's a little less busy on the page. It's a little bit more neat. I like the way that it looks, but it is more, it's got a vary to it. So it does have little grid puzzles, but it has word problems. It tells you all the important things in the front that you need to know, just like everything else, why it goes over it, how to do it, and of course the table of contents. So I am excited to use these. I'm not sure which order we're going to use them in, how we're going to use them, how many we're going to do, but because they all do span several grades, I don't feel the pressure to get it all done this year. Now, guys, like I said, the logic and the thinking skills and the critical thinking and the problem solving, these are all things that I think are really important. One of the reasons that I think they're really important is even when conversing with adults, I know, for whatever reason, they can't use that kind of creative problem solving. And so that's not a thing that I want my children to have to suffer without in life. So it's important to me that we teach these things early. Teach a way to think outside of the box. Teach a way to get to a creative solution when maybe it's not apparent to you. So I hope that you have found any of this helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you have, guys, please scroll down, hit that big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. Now, for those of you who have stayed through to the end, I am only filming 2 videos on this camera without an additional mic. Please let me know your thoughts. Do you like the video quality better? Is it a little, like, let me know, because I've just been up to this point using a cell phone. So I feel like I officially made it into a new realm. We're a year into these videos, and I feel like, yay,